Welcome to Rock Your Midlife. I'm Dr. Ellen, the Midlife Whisperer, and this is the podcast where I help you get your spark back, feel like yourself again, find the energy, confidence, and clarity to make your next chapter your best chapter. And I am thrilled to be back in front of the mic again. It's been a long time. I was just checking this morning, and I haven't done a podcast recording since September of 2024. And there's a reason that I took time off, but first I want to just celebrate being back and thank you for being here. I know a lot of you have downloaded my podcast in the interim of me being back for a new season. And I'm just thrilled to be back. So I'm going to say one more time, welcome to Rock Your Midlife. It's been a while, and a lot of people have asked where I've been, why I stopped podcasting. And today I'm going to share the story behind the pause, which is a great thing to do if you're at midlife. I think pausing is really one of your superpowers. Pausing when you don't feel your best, pausing when you're out of alignment so that you can get back on track and feel like yourself again. And I want to say that I'm so excited because I'm really returning with a renewed purpose, just a higher vibration. Taking time off really helped me to find a new center. And I think that's something that happens so much at midlife as we step back and we start to feel, I'm not feeling like myself. I don't like this direction. Can I sort of pivot? What do I need to do? And for me, I really needed to take some time off, primarily because if you've been following, I did a lot of podcast episodes about breast cancer. I was diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2022. On April 12th, it was my son's 21st birthday. It was the day that Jupiter and Neptune met in the sign of Pisces. So really powerful time, still kind of mulling over in my head exactly why the universe sort of threw this in my path, but there's always a silver lining. And honestly, breast cancer was not on my vision board. I am the healthiest person I know. I'm a dietitian, board certified health and wellness coach. I feel amazing, have great energy, but boom. Breast cancer can happen to anybody. Fortunately, it was really early on. It was caught early. I'd had a mammogram in October. It was caught in April with breast density ultrasound. So I had to go through, though, like a year and a half of treatment. I had, let me think, 19 radiation treatments, 17 chemos, two operations, one to remove the tumor, a lumpectomy, and then also I had my ovaries out because I found out that I am a BRCA2 carrier, which means that I have a chance of getting other cancers. So it's just been an opportunity to take better care of myself. So, in honor of taking better care of me and also being an example to help all of you take better care of you, I had to kind of find a new MO for my work. I am a Leo rising. It's conjunct my North Node, which simply means that I have a voracious appetite to be on stages, to do podcasts, to speak. I absolutely love it. But here's the flip side in the shadow, because with every gift, there's often a shadow, particularly when we start getting more into human design, which I'll be sharing more of in the podcast this season. So the shadow of that is that you're never satisfied. Wherever your north node is in your astrological chart, you are never satisfied. So this sort of voracious appetite for more likes, more opportunities was kind of killing me, and I wasn't enjoying my business anymore, and I was really needing to make changes because of the breast cancer diagnosis. My biggest desire in life, my biggest dream is to be healthy at 100. And I'm really setting myself up for success. I take great care of my body. I'm in an incredible relationship. Drum roll, getting married in September. Super excited about that. So I'll be sharing more about midlife love and how incredible that is. But the workaholism, this constant drive to get more likes, to grow on Instagram and all the platforms and all of it, honestly was killing me. And I was really frustrated. And I am a generator in human design. If you don't know what human design is and you want to see your chart, you can just go ahead and put chart in the comments box, and I will reach out to you and give you a link. You can make your own chart. But I'm a generator, which means that I'm supposed to feel satisfaction, not frustration. I was feeling a lot of frustration. I wasn't showing up authentically in the way I wanted to. And I'd been at the whole influencer podcasting thing for quite a while. I wrote my book in 2021 and started the podcast and then got breast cancer. And so I needed a break. I needed a sabbatical. So I decided to become a yoga instructor. I have studied yoga and practiced for most of my life. And I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's take a year off and let's get certified, which I did. And I went back to Costa Rica. If you're new here, I live half the year in North Hero, Vermont, on a beautiful island on 10 acres where we grow all of our food. And then I get to winter in beautiful Costa Rica. That's another longer story, but I love it there. And I took time off. I taught yoga down in Costa Rica. And then things started to shift again. Once I felt like I had come back to myself, I was feeling calm, kind of shifted my relationship with anxiety, with stress. Initially, taking time off was really hard. My workaholic was like, "What are you doing?" That sort of Leo rising was constantly like, "What are you doing? Taking a backstage seat. This isn't you." But I really needed to do it. I needed to sort of wrestle with some of my demons. And then about March of 2025, something really interesting happened. The dragonflies started showing up. And I love dragonflies. I always have. And dragonflies are really special in my life and special in part of human design, an aspect that actually a sub part of human design called gene keys, which was created by Richard Rudd, who used to study with the originator of human design. I'll be talking more about human design in the future. So just to share this, gate 55 is one of the gates in human design and in the gene keys, and it's my gate of culture. And it's all about transforming being a victim to feed it freedom through more freedom, so that the dragonfly is so free and so beautiful. There's not a creature on the earth like the dragonfly. And so they started showing up everywhere, literally. Like, I would see physical dragonflies, I would see them on t-shirts. I was walking in the airport and this woman had this ginormous dragonflying tattoo on her back. Was going to the bathroom and there was a big line, so I went to a different bathroom and I ran into her. That's the way intuition works, with these kind of like nudges to do something, do B instead of A. I literally was walking down the street and there was a boat that was called Dragonfly. So they were everywhere. And this was just a confirmation, kind of a new direction for me. And it's my new metaphor for midlife, is called being transforming the way the dragonfly transforms. We all know the butterfly, right? It's the hungry caterpillar. It has to go through this transformation where it builds a shroud for itself, it digests itself, and then it's got to break free or it will die. In the process, it won't be able to expand its wings properly. And then I always think it just gets eaten by a bird. Poor butterflies, they're beautiful, but it's a tough life being a butterfly. I'll have to get back to that. Next time, note to self: disconnect the phone before you start your podcast. My bestie checking in with me. So, getting back to the dragonfly. So, I want to use the dragonfly as a new metaphor for midlife. So, it's interesting that she called, because she's dragonflying. This is my best friend, who I will definitely have on the podcast if she is game for it. And she has transformed from being a corporate executive, and now she is rocking it as a DJ and as a yoga instructor. So, the dragonfly, in contrast to the butterfly, it spends 2 years as a nymph in the water, and then it one day it just decides, okay, I'm done being a nymph. I've been in the water. It's a fierce predator. It eats tadpoles and small fish. One day, just climbs up a stalk of grass. It pushes the water that's in its body into its wings, and it unfurls its thorax, and it becomes the dragonfly. It flies away, zip, fast. And so I am creating this whole new modality called dragonflying, and I hope you will come dragonflying with me, which is all about quick transformation, not the painful digest myself of the butterfly, but this sort of inside out transformation where you work on inside out, feeling like yourself, feeling like how you want to be in your future self now. So feeling high vibration. It really starts with the vibration of courage, which kind of courage is the energy that separates kind of the lower vibrations of grief, sadness, anxiety from the higher vibrations of joy, and compassion and love. So the dragonfly, it has the courage. It climbs up the stalk of grass. It's never known what it's like to be out of the water before, and poof, it becomes the dragonfly. And dragonflies have been around for 300 million years. They predate the dinosaurs. They're amazing creatures. They have 365-degree vision. They can fly with free wings. They have sex in midair, and they just live life to the fullest. So that's what I want for you. And that's what I want for this podcast, to give you tools and techniques combining the best of science and soul, and things like astrology and human design and neuroscience and nutrition and stress reduction, all to help you feel your best and go dragonflying with me. So the dragonflies started showing up. And I started gradually going back to my business, going back to coaching again, and really coming back with a really different vibration and a different energy. So, why this matters, there's a quote. One of my favorite quotes from the Dalai Lama is that the Western world, actually the world, will be saved by the Western woman. And I love this quote because he's talking about us, whether you are a millennium, Gen X, baby boomer, or beyond. He's talking about the Western woman. And there's a lot going on right now. I feel like the patriarchy is losing its grasp. They're just like it's having its last holding on to really this sort of greed and manipulation and trying to control our souls. And the feminine is rising, like this divine feminine fierce energy, this fierce self-compassion, where we love ourselves, we love our kids, we love the world, we want legacy, we want passion, purpose, we want to make a difference, and damn it, we want to have a good time, right? Girls just want to have fun. So that's part of what this is about. But I have this new sense of vitality and joy of being here, and I hope you sense that too. I'm hoping to do some live healings. I'm starting this whole Dragonflying Academy. I'm going to be having radiance circles, which you are invited to do, where I'm going to be having rituals to help you shift your vibration, to really connect with the way that you want to feel in the future right now, because that's the essence of manifestation. I think that's the secret that the secret doesn't quite tell you, is that you've got to feel like who you want to be now, that joy, that vitality. So this podcast is really going to help you do it. So it's not about fixing yourself. It's about being your best self, that authentic self, warts and all. It's common humanity. We all are imperfect beings. But how do you feel your best at midlife? And how do you make this juicy second adulthood the absolute best time of your life? Because I know that's what it's been for me. I've been through emptiness, blindness, divorce, breast cancer, and I have transformed myself, and I'm here to help you transform like the dragonfly. So in this podcast, again, it's really where science meets soul. These are a few of the things we're talking about, and I am open to what you want to talk about. You can always email me at info@themidlifewhisperer.com. You can go to my website, The Midlife Whisperer. If you have ideas, things you want me to cover, if you want to be a guest on the show, I want to have a lot more women who are doing incredible recalibration, transformation at midlife on the show. So let me know what you're going through, how I can support you. And if you want to speak to me, I'm always happy to have a conversation. You can schedule a midlife radiance chat, and that is also on my website, The Midlife Whisperer. I would love to have you book one of those sessions. So we're going to talk about this season, menopause, how to get through it, perimenopause, menopause, what it means. And here I'm here to say that it's actually a good thing, because your brain transforms in a way that you let that people pleaser go, you let that self-critic go, you let the perfectionist go, and you just embrace all of you. You become your best authentic self. And when each of us does that, we give all women permission to shine. We're going to talk about anxiety, burnout, and nervous system healing, because who's not going through that, right? It's a crazy world. I'm going to be giving you a lot of tools to help you to transform your nervous system, to really heal your nervous system so you feel your best. We're going to talk about things like empty nest, divorce, midlife transitions, relationships, and of course, human design and self discovery and the gene keys. That's a big part of the work that I do. Helping women transform is getting to know yourself. And I've been a psychologist for probably about 12 years. I've been a coach for 20. I've been working with midlife women for 30. And human design is one of the best tools I've ever found to help women, particularly at midlife, come home to themselves. We'll talk about midlife psychology and astrology. A lot of transits going on at midlife. We've got the Chiron return, the Uranus opposition, and of course, the second Saturn return. I have been through all three, and I have clients transition through those really intense transits. We'll be talking about purpose, meaning, reinvention, what's really happening in your brain and your body during midlife. And of course, I'm going to give you practical tools to help you feel like yourself again. So, one right now is the one I actually shared today on TikTok and Instagram is savor the good. Right now, as I'm recording this, we're just about to have a conjunction between Jupiter and Venus. The two benefics are meeting in the sign of Cancer. And so there's so much good happening in your life. And your brain is really wired to take in the bad more than the good, unfortunately. But that's the way we were wired for survival. So what happens is the difficult experiences and emotions are like are like Velcro. They stick. The positive ones are like Teflon, but we can shift the balance by take in the good. So I encourage you today, it's your tip for today. Take in the good in your life. Let me know what is good in your life. When something good happens, don't just brush it away. If someone compliments you, take it in, enjoy it. If your kid does great in school, spend some time savoring their accomplishment. If you see something beautiful in nature, a flower, a bird, a tree, take it all in. There's so much good in life, so much to experience. So I am so glad that you are here. This next chapter is all about having more joy, having more freedom, coming fully alive, making this the absolute best time of your life, being more authentic, more radiant, more you. So, welcome back to Rock Your Midlife. I am thrilled that you are here and I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. Thanks so much for listening.